What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. This time we are going to be analysing the Fulham away match at Craven Cottage. So we're going to crack on with this video, and first things first, we'll talk about the teams, and I did it. Predicted a Pep team. It's very difficult to be able to do, but I managed to do it. I think that's like the second or third time this season that I've managed to do so. So Fernandinho and John Stones on the bench. Vincent Kompany and Benjamin Mendy didn't travel, even though they've trained. So we saw Otamendi and Laporte going at centre-back. We saw Kevin De Bruyne, as I predicted, return to the squad, as Bernardo and Sterling went out on wide, and Sergio Aguero up top. For Fulham, no Seri and no Mitrovic, so Babel went up front. Ryan Sessegnon we saw start, as Adoy and Tim Ream were both dropped. I'm not too sure why. Ream weren't even on the bench either, so I'm not too sure what that was about, whether he was injured, or whether he's just been dropped because of poor form, or his attitude, or I don't know what the situation is, but he wasn't playing, so that was a surprise. So we'll crack on with the game. 5 minutes in, Fulham were getting battered, I think it was safe to say. They were sitting deep. Finally, they managed to get a little bit of the ball, and when they did get a bit of the ball, managed to make a mess of it. Fosu Mensah ended up giving the ball straight to Kevin De Bruyne, fed in Sergio Aguero, who ends up playing it to Bernardo Silva, who then cuts in centrally, drifting in onto his left foot, has a low, powerful effort into the back of the net. Good finish, 1-0 to Manchester City. There was 4 Manchester City players that were offside. However, they weren't interfering with the play. They didn't touch the ball. They weren't obstructing the goalkeeper's view. They weren't obstructing any defenders or anything. And so, irrelevant. It doesn't stop the goalkeeper from seeing the ball, what's happening, and him diving. In fact, it was a very good finish from Bernardo Silva is what it was. Ends up going into the back of the net, and Manchester City go 1-0 ahead. Another goal in the first 15 minutes from Manchester City, and just the start we were looking for. I was worried a little bit about complacency, and I was worried a lot about the international break, and taking us a little while just to get back into the rhythm of things. So after 5 minutes scoring is the perfect start that we wanted. And then it continued the onslaught from there, as so many chances were created in that first half, particularly in the first 15 or 20 minutes. Aguero saw a shot saved. Gundogan went close. Bernardo Silva had a couple of shots I think were blocked. Kevin De Bruyne also had a shot blocked too, before Fulham started growing back into the game and started to make things happen and passing a lot better. However, 27 minutes in, after Fulham were pushing up and looking more settled, they ended up getting a little bit complacent on the ball once again. This time, Bryan's short pass was caught short. Bernardo Silva nips in, ends up passing to Sergio Aguero, who manages to run past, I think it was 3, might even been 4 defenders, managed to get a good half a yard, holding them off, ends up looking up, getting a little chip shot, going up over the goalkeeper into the back of the net. It was like slow motion, and it was a very, very good finish from Sergio Aguero, and punishing Fulham mistakes once again, and 2-0 up was just what the doctor ordered at this point. And to be honest, it could have been more. Kevin De Bruyne ended up missing a one-on-one. Gundogan went very close just before half-time with an effort that went just past the post. I thought it went in, but the net, it never ruffled. That is a right tongue twister, that one. But Ryan Sessegnon was growing into the game. He got into space in the first half, managed to drill the ball, and Edison managed to clear. And also, I think it was a set-piece free kick where Babel saw a header go just wide. And we also saw Raheem Sterling go down as one of the talking points under a challenge from Fulham Mensah, which was a little bit of a clumsy challenge. However, when he goes in and Sterling takes the impact and goes down, it manages just to get the ball, gets enough onto the ball to take the ball away from Sterling. In actual fact, the tackle is very good. However, I don't think he meant for the tackle to be like that, and it could well have been a penalty. It was a needless challenge. I felt like he got just enough onto it for it not to be a penalty, and overall it turned out to be a good tackle. But yeah, nearly made a hash of that one. Fosu Mensah, that would have been a blow for them, going in 3-0 behind at half-time. But you're 2-0 down. If they could just sneak a goal, they've got something to go with at half-time. So Manchester City were cruising. We've got that 2-goal cushion. I was looking for us to then push on. The game wasn't dead. Never take things complacently. Never take things for granted. We're 2-0 up. Doesn't mean we necessarily won the game. David Silva was looking more comfortable, I thought, in that middle role. Kevin De Bruyne, he'll get there. He will. We saw it when he came back. He wasn't quite what he was at the level last season. The problem is, the level that he hit last season was just phenomenal. To be able to hit that, he needs a lot of games. He's probably going to need, you're talking months rather than weeks, for game after game after game after game. It'll come back to him, it will. But still, manages to put in a decent shift, and Bernardo Silva, it's just Bernardo Silva is just a wonderful player. I was concerned Fulham were finally growing into the game, making things happen and getting chances, particularly that set piece. It was a good set piece that Babel, I felt, should have done a little bit better. But there we go. Went into the second half, very slow second half. Not a lot was happening. City, I think, had the most shots out of an away team this season in the Premier League in the first half with 18 attempts. In the second half, you know, City were coasting, weren't a lot happening. One of the best chances of the half, though, Raheem Sterling holds the ball up. Kyle Walker makes a lovely sprint, ends up cutting in from the right, going a little bit central. Ball gets played in wonderfully. Walker has to take the shot on first time. It ends up going to the near post and smashing it off the post and going out, and the chance gone from there. I felt like Kyle Walker should have gone across the keeper. It'd have been easier. Perhaps a striker or an attacker might have gone across the keeper. He isn't an attacker, he's a defender, obviously, but there we go. It's easy to say in hindsight to go across the keeper rather than for the near post. It wasn't a bad effort and ends up hitting the post. It's one of those fitters at 0-0. I'd have my heads in my hands going, damn, that was an opportunity missed, but there we go. Opportunity missed to well and truly kill the game. However, you're 2-0 up after 27 minutes and coasting. The game, Fulham never really in it, so there we go. Full time, wins are wins. The note I've made. Thought it was awesome first 15 minutes. We went back to that typical Manchester City after the international break for the rest of the game from there. But like I said, we'd killed the game by 27 minutes. So always helps ease off for the game and helps us push through and get them 3 points that was needed, which is what we ended up getting. So we're going to have a look at the stats now, see how they're measuring up for this game. I imagine it's probably going to show Manchester City being very dominant in the offensive, and then Fulham perhaps dominating with things like blocks. They did make a lot of blocks in this game. So possession stats, 65% for Manchester City to just 35% for Fulham. City ended up having 24 attempts, 7 on target, 2 goals. Okay, I can take that. 5 shots for Fulham, none on target. So Ederson had a very quiet game in this game. 338 passes for Fulham at a 79% pass completion rate. That's good against us. That's one of the better stats that I've seen for passing for City. 677 passes at a 91% pass completion rate. Not too bad. 22 key passes compared to Fulham's 4. Fulham created a clear-cut chance. Manchester City ended up creating 2 and putting 2 of them away. Not too bad. Terms of crosses, Fulham connected with half their crosses. That's good. 8 crosses put in, 4 connecting with. Like I said, Babel missed that very good chance to try and got Fulham back into the game. Wasn't to be. City ended up putting 20 crosses in, connecting with just 3 at a 15% conversion rate there. Not too great. City a lot better with the dribbles though. 13 dribbles for Fulham. They're doing 8, and City ended up having 18 dribbles, connected with 9. So good, better from City and good from Fulham. Fulham didn't play bad in this game. Just felt like they were just lacking that little bit of confidence, that little bit of inspiration, particularly in the first 15 minutes, to be able to take a foothold of the game and take the game to Manchester City. If they'd kept that at 0-0, it would have been a completely different ball game. They didn't, and that's what the difference is here, making too many mistakes. In terms of tackles, 20 tackles for Fulham compared with Manchester City's 15. Fulham ended up having more interceptions than Manchester City. Like I said, making more blocks, 8 blocks compared to Manchester City's 2. Clearances, Fulham nearly doubled ours. We made 12, they made 21. Had more headed clearances in terms of aerial duels. City are normally very good on their aerial duels, however, winning just 5 of their 16 headers, whereas Fulham won 11 of 16. So very good with their physicality there, Fulham. Like I said, it just wasn't meant to be. Ederson, though, ended up having no saves compared to their keeper's 5, but that's just it. Fulham didn't have that clinical edge, that clinical show in front of goal. Kept it at 0-0. They had every chance of creating more opportunities, and I did feel like they missed Mitrovic in this game. So, all in all, I hope Sergio Aguero, who did go off injured in this game, is okay. It didn't look too serious. I could keep an eye out for the press conference for the match against Cardiff that we've got in midweek. Hope Sergio Aguero will be okay. I wouldn't be surprised to see Gabriel Jesus start the line though. I imagine we might make 4 or 5 changes for that game, but we'll cover more of that in the preview, which will be up nearer the time, probably on the Tuesday, because we're not playing till Wednesday. Bernardo Silva, of course, my man of the match again. Goal and assist for him, absolutely fantastic. I don't feel like there's much more to add in this analysis, if I'm honest. I felt like Fulham missed Mitrovic with his power and up front to be able to cause Manchester City problems. It's not like they didn't not have power up front though. Like I said, they won a lot of headers. They were very physical. They were making things happen. They just didn't have it showing up top and putting the ball into the back of the net and trying to cause problems for Ederson there. So all in all, quite comfortable. Not our best performance, but a 2-0 win, and a win is a win. It means we get 3 points. It means we go back on top of the table. It means we're over Liverpool again. Liverpool's got a tricky match tomorrow where they're going up against Spurs. They know that they've got 8 goal difference behind us now. They're 1 point behind us too. They need to win, not draw, They need to win, Liverpool, so they're under pressure. We're playing before them, and we've got a psychological advantage now because we have played first. So will that be counting? I imagine if Liverpool are going to drop points, these matches that they've got coming up over the next 3 Premier League games, sandwiched in with some Champions League games between them too. They've got big games, home match against Spurs. They've also got an away match coming up against Southampton on Friday night, and they've also got a match the weekend after going up against Chelsea at home. So there's opportunities here where Liverpool might drop points. If Liverpool don't drop points, I imagine City are going to have to win the lot. But we had 8 cup finals. We've now got 7 cup finals to go in the Premier League. 7 more wins means we win the Premier League. We've got 1 more, 7 more to go. So there we go. That's been the video. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you leave a big thumbs up so I know you enjoyed this video. Make sure if you haven't already that you press the subscribe button. Help support my channel. We're aiming for 2,500 subscribers, and at the time of recording this, I think we're around 36 subscribers away, I think. So any help towards that would be amazing. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you everyone for the continued support, and thank you to everyone that has subscribed already. Your support means a lot to me. Absolutely awesome. Loved a lot of you. If you're interested, you want to go and check out my social media links. They're in the description below. I'll pop them up on screen too. My Twitter and Instagram if you want to go and follow me on there. If you want to hit me up with any business enquiries, any general business things by the way, or any sponsorships for any videos or anything like that, then you can go and check out my email, which is in the description below. And you can also go and check out a random video that I'll leave up at the end of the video, along with my other channels associated with my channel and my vlog channels. But go and check them out. Like and subscribe over there, like and subscribe over here, and I'll see you all again for the next video. Got a general Manchester City discussion up tomorrow, talking about ticket prices if you're interested in things like that, and why there might be a lack of demand for the Wembley match coming up next weekend. We've got previews, analysis, reactions, fan reactions, things like that coming up. So if you want to go and check out previous videos, then you can, and stay tuned for them videos coming up very shortly. So it's been JSGC. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Always helps when Manchester City pick up the 3 points. Job is done. We're back on top, at least for now. So it's been JSGC. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace. Ciao for now.